So, guys, good news, great news, wonderful news. Chris is out on bail. So, I was just reading a news bite from the Trinidad Express, and it clearly states that our boy is out on bail. And if you go there, guys, you'll also see that his passport. So the magistrate demanded his passport be handed to him. We have to quick and fast celebrate this one. So Christmas list is out on bail. $100,000 bail. I mean, freedom. It, we can say freedom for now because the case is not yet over. But the good part is that we can celebrate that he does not have to sleep on a jail cell, cold bed, without pillow, without blanket. So guys, thank you for joining me, John Wilson. Hello, Flo. Very good news indeed. Very good news. Hello, Flo Bless. Um, you said praise Yahweh. Indeed. Because we understand that this is what he does. So it doesn't make sense for us to contest this now. If you watch his entire channel, the man dedicates himself to this. So we won't contest this. Let us just celebrate this victory, this small victory, because the battle is not yet over. But the fact that his passport, the magistrate demanded that his passport be given back to him, it is a good sign. Because if it was really bad, no such thing would have happened. I guess under some kind of pressure, because they're under international watch. I noticed that the lawyer did mention, one of the lawyers did mention that, um, the case has drawn, you know, the attention or international attention. So I guess it's not that they're going to buckle under pressure. Welcome, Zach. Welcome. It is awesome indeed. And as you said, maybe it might be thrown out. But thrown out to me, not with a charge. Thrown out is thrown out. But it's 100,000 bail. And yeah, it's like I'm so elated right now. But the catch to this is that he will have to reside with his lawyer in the western side of Trinidad. Now, I hope that lawyer has like some armored, what you call it? No, some serious security round the clock 24/7. I'm looking at the good part. Let me look at it, from a good view. But we know, especially anybody here from of Caribbean descent, we know exactly, not in Caribbean alone, because right now the world is upside down. The world is topsy turvy, and people thin skin and they take anything for anything. So let us just hope for the best. I know Chris will fit in nicely, but I'm telling you the honest truth though, guys, quick and fast. This is a real quick live. Um, I've never seen a case where the person would have to be living with the lawyer. I guess maybe because he's not from Trinidad. I guess because he's an overseer, he's a visitor, and to be safe, it's better to have him under the watchful eyes of the lawyer. But I don't know. I've never seen nothing like this. So as you live, you learn. I guess it is allowed. I mean, in a situation like as this, I guess that would be allowed. Are you guys hearing me loud and clear? Am I clear enough? I have to ask because I did a live earlier and the internet was really cornering. There was so much glitches in the internet. So I don't know, honestly, if you guys are hearing me clear enough. If you are hearing me, okay, okay, okay. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, so I was saying it's a real quick and fast live, just to update you guys that our boy, is gonna sleep on a soft, comfy bed tonight, and I hope that they put some serious security around and about. I mean, most lawyers do have, and in a case like this, um, I guess in the court's interest, he would have to be guarded. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just speculating. This is pure speculations, anyhow. Um, but let us just hope for the best. And I can't wait for the day that he put his foot back on the plane. I say foot, but in the Caribbean we say foot, but his feet back on the plane and head to wherever he's heading. I guess maybe back to his home for a while to chill out, recuperate. But knowing Chris, knowing Chris, hardcore, and he's a man who does not give in to defeat. And he's just a tough ninja. And I just see him probably going home um, to, probably just for a little while and then he recuperate and goes back. Wamwanda, Wamwandu, 97. I'm seeing new people here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome, my dear. I don't know who you are, but welcome. I've never seen you here. Thanks for making it. I see you hailing up Joan Wilson. uh, all right, all right, all right. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the support. Anyway, as I was saying, guys, let us just hope for the best that he stays safe in the care of the liar, and everything works out well. Well, another court date has not been set. I haven't read anything. I have not read anything that says anything about another court date. So, Zach, I was thinking, maybe um, like what you said earlier in your premiere about the case being probably been thrown out. I think it may just end up somewhere down the lane, somewhere down the line, because, but I mean, could you be charged and still have the case thrown out? Does that make, like, you know what I'm trying to get at, Zach? Because he's already charged 200,000. So the fact that he's charged, what next? What next do you think? Because I'm asking you this because you are familiar with some of these lines, you know. Hello, Ivan. Quick and fast. We're just here giving an update on Chris. Thanks for kicking it with me. I know some of you guys probably are just home from work. Thank you very much. Quick and fast, we're just here letting everyone know that Chris has been granted bail in the sum of 100,000, and he is to uh, get back his passport, and he is to be staying with the lawyer until the next hearing. That's what we basically hear about. Zach, I was asking, I don't know if you're still around. I know sometimes, we have to keep it moving. I was asking if you think, okay, let me know if you're still in the chat, Zach. I know you're a busy man. All right, all right, all right. Pardon, please. The last time I see that see those words in that format is when I was in English class way back in the 80s. Oh my God. Pardon, please. Zach, yes, sir. So I was actually asking if you think, what are your thoughts on, you could just type back here, what are your thoughts on him being charged the 100,000 and still, do you think there's a possibility that he can be charged? He can be charged uh, and still have the case thrown out. What are your thoughts around this, Zach? That's what we're actually, if I'm asking you the right, asking it the right way. If you know what I'm trying to say. Or the bail is 100,000. Do you think there's still a possibility that that case can be thrown out based on what we're looking at right now? His passport has been, uh, the judge demand that his passport be handed over, and he's to stay with his lawyer. Do you think there's a possibility? Well, he's already free right now, Philly Dunn. Or dumb, Philly Dunn. He's out on bail, so 100,000 bail. So I was asking Zach, what are your thoughts? I think there's a delay. Ivan, I've seen you and hail you up a while ago, but it seems like there's a delay on the chats or the live itself because I've been calling for Zach and I've been hailing you up, but I noticed that okay, so Perlin Kerr says yes, it still can be thrown out. I guess you're saying at this time because it stops at this. Um, okay, okay, okay. So I'm not familiar with the court systems. I've actually, never actually had to do anything like that. And oh yeah, yes, Ivan. I think it's a delay. My internet's been very bad for the day. Well, you know how it goes. We don't control these things. I'm thanking God. Indeed, indeed, Sheila. I'm thanking God because you know to really be sleeping, to come from the comfort of a quilted mattress, a pillow top mattress, to cold concrete, mosquito biting you up. Oh my God. You could only begin to imagine the time, and time is so hot. Jeez, it is so hot. Imagine, right? Now, my where I'm living right now, love always, welcome, welcome. Where I'm living right now, the apartment, the windows, I cannot use AC, and I'm not allowed to make holes in the wall, so I have to use a fan. And even though the fan is on full blast, it is so hot. Much less, much less him in a jail cell. As he says, there was no daylight, no human activity. Yo, OMG. Love always, bless up, welcome again. Okay, so Zach says the bail is a right to anyone arrested on the premise that, oops, the chat is running away from me. On the premise that one is not a flight risk or proof of a locatable abode as the case continues to the finality. Okay, let me read through the lines again because sometimes my brain go east and the words are going west. So I'm trying to clarify what I read just now. So excuse me, guys. I work like that. So bail is a right to anyone arrested on the premise that one is not a flight risk or proof of a locatable abode as the case continues. Okay, okay, okay. I understand. I understand. Sure. Get it, get it, get it. Let me just pin that. Oops. It's supposed to be shown, not hide. Yeah. The struggle continues with the phone trying to pin comments. Okay, Zach, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So basically, it's just a quick live, and just to keep everybody, because it's not everybody who is really following this thing this close. So as Perlene, thank you, thank you, thank you. You were the first one who responded to me. Thank you for that. um Indeed, I call on Zach because he is familiar with a lot of those how these things work. Now me, no, I don't know, so I seek for clarity. I come asking for clarity, so it's good because I don't know. To me, like if you tell me to give me back, if you tell me giving you back my passport, and to me like you're just telling me like no, just go home, you know, just go home. Okay, okay, he can't leave Trinidad, but if he leaves, okay, the attorney will be answered. I think I said something like that earlier in a live. I was saying the same thing, Zach. I was saying like if he ever jump, it was the court hearing. Like if he ever jump, like when he was seeking to have him bailed out yesterday, I found that very funny. When I read through it at first, I found it very funny. But as I read on, the attorney stated that he had credible source that both his life and Christmas's life were in jeopardy. So he asked to seek bail. But I found it really funny because I was saying to myself, then isn't shouldn't he be safer in the care of the police? But then, who am I to ask that? Because who knows what happens in the prison system? It's not a prison, like in the jail system, because it's just a lockup. It's not really jail. So who knows what happens there? So maybe he was seeking for him to be under his care or be where he is because he's not trusting the officers. I don't know. I don't know because sometimes you have some terrible, terrible things. I mean, look, this thing in the states with this guy, Lord, I can't remember his name that has the island over in Weinstein. It wasn't Weinstein. He have some steam name, some kind of steam name. Weinstein is the movie director, not him. There was this other guy, in the states, and when time come for him to get tried, they found him in his jail cell dead, right? But that was jail. This was not the police regular lockup. Okay, so Love Always says he can sue them. Okay, he can sue them if they have him locked up without cause. Well, remember that they came up with all kind of cause, all kind of clause. Um, he didn't force anyone to do an interview. Uh, but then if you look at their, how you would say no, if you look at the laws, it's not that he forced them. It doesn't say anything about forcing anyone a love or ways. What the laws are saying in their section, whatever it is about in the gun laws, is that even if he like produces such materials and sell them to gain money. They sell them, not to gain money, sell them, producing them, selling them. That in itself is actually a problem right there. That is against the law. Um, Let me see. Pauline, Perline, I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing the name wrong. Perline is saying, Zach, you are always on point, my brother. That is so true. Well, he has experience in in that, in that. So it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, Epstein, thank you. Our you saved the day. I was saying Weinstein. Weinstein is the movie director. Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. Thank you. Yeah, and he was found, unalive after a while. So maybe it's one of those kind of things where people might be found unalive if they feel like he's gonna threaten them in any way, like making them look bad, so on and so forth. Yes, again, Better Belize. Is it Better Belize it or Better Belize IT? Which one is it? Better Belize it. I'll be always pronouncing that thing and wondering. Um, Perlin Kerr said, I wouldn't trust the law either. He is innocent until proven guilty. Indeed, indeed. I said that earlier also in a live. Somewhere else in a video, I said that or a live. Um, in danger in the police custody, proof of the I'm biting my tongue, guys. Degradable, I beg your pardon, degradable human life. No food, no sleep. Yet he's not yet guilty. The principle of innocent till proven guilty. But Zach, no. It's as if there's this thing, right? Where someone wrote a lengthy comment with some laws via a link and dropped it on the first live or video that I did about Christmas Day, somewhere there. And it's as if they're saying that the law has a right, in a sense, that the police has a right to do all that they're doing. It's like I always say this law, this thing called law is just complex and deemed one side. Okay, okay, better bellies I see. Okay. Ah, okay. So I was saying um like they were saying, let me just go back to just have visualize Zach's comment to keep me in focus. So there was like this person was saying basically that they have a right to enter like a premises, um even like without I might be wrong, I can't remember fully, like even without a warrant, um they have a right to enter, and a bunch of other stuff. And I was like, my head was in a different space at that time, so I was just scanning over. One done, big up yourself, training the house. I don't know if how you feel about the situation with Chris being released. I don't know if you're there on the ground, bless up yourself. And I hope that, you're singing the same song as us, because it's about love and positivity here on the podcast. Um, blessings, blessings. Yeah. So I was saying as if the person was basically saying that the police have a right, like what we were saying, or what people were saying, like what the masses was saying, that the treatment that he's getting, like in the lockup, in the jail cell, like being denied a lawyer, so on and so. It's as if this person was basically saying that they have a right to deal with him in a particular manner based on the severity of this case, the situation. So basically, they have a right to deal in jungle. I'm gonna use the term jungle justice. May not apply, but just forgive me. I'm not, Sometimes when you lack of the right words, you use things that you're familiar with. It's like they have a right. What the person was basically saying, that they have a right to deal in jungle martial law if if they feel that's what it is that they're supposed to do at that particular time. I was appalled, and my head was in a different space. As I was telling you, I was dealing with something else. The phone was ringing. Someone was in my presence. Yet I was just scanning over this thing. Like, I have to go back and read through it seriously to really see what this person was saying. I know in some countries, like maybe exact, like in Africa, even a good example, someone came under the comments and was said, when we did the live about Masubo's behavior and so on, and someone came and said that he knows if this was Africa, sorry, like he's complaining about this and that, but in not Masubo, they use Masubo as a case in point, right? But they were saying if Chris was in, if it was Africa that he was arrested in, he knows that he wouldn't see the light of day. And I'm like, oh my God, I understand, because some countries are gonna deal with you. Look, he was in Cuba, Chris was in Cuba, held, nobody heard about it, even though we weren't so connected as a community in social media. We weren't so connected that time. But you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? Let me just read something here. Love always says, I think the government is just embarrassed of what was said in those interviews. The guys were trying. Oh boy, give me a second. The guys were saying that the government don't care about them. He didn't commit any crime. It's all political. I also saw that on the news, in the newspaper, that Chris stated that it's something political. I think at one point in a section of the newspaper, one of the paragraphs somewhere between, it said that he stated like two sides, or two political something, like he was saying, like two people in politics are after him, and that the lawyer actually said um, that he was contacted by the police and told that he needs to speak with the, I don't know what you call it, the prime minister, or so- whatever it is that they have, it's a prime minister or whatever. As close as Jamaica and Trinidad is, honestly, I don't follow Trinidad stuff. Honestly, I really don't. It's just a thing. It's just a Caribbean country. You heard, you hear about it, you know that it's there, but Like us as Jamaicans, we really don't dig too much. Really don't dig too much. The MP, MP, somebody, I can't remember really what it was that somebody needs to speak to see the lawyer himself. I guess, um, okay, let me hear what Vandan is saying. As a Trinidadian, I appreciate the work that Chris did in the country. All things being equal, if the government and police put in half of the effort, it is true. Put in half of the effort, I guess you forget they used to arrest Chris. You know, oh, they can use that to fight crime. I think I get what you're saying. I think I get what you're saying. Like it was just a big hoopla and nothing behind it. Well, I guess what the senior sergeant name is that they said that ordered for him to be arrested. Maybe that's why Chris was saying it's politically motivated. Um, so it was an order by one man, and well, somebody has to give out the order anyway. But maybe the way how it was carried out or what he observed that left him thinking, this don't look right. And I guess Chris has been out there in the ballpark long enough to understand certain things, how things go. But then again, when you're in another country, when you're in another man's country, you have to remember that it may not work as your country. So things might appear what things might not be what they appear to be. Then again, getting tongue tied. In Vandan says in Trinidad we are not be having this, but crime is big business all over the world. That is true. That is true. All over. Because look on my country, yeah. Look after we look at Jamaica right here. So eh? Huh. Let me just recognize Miss Pound Cake. Um Hello the real things and everyone. Hello to yourself. Cooking so far. I'm a little late. Well, we're just having a little chit chat, just updated people who may not know what has been happening with Christmas list. I don't know if you follow the thing, but he's now out on bail. I read it on the newspaper, and that he's out on 100,000 bail. Um, and he is to be staying with his lawyer. His passport is also supposed to be given back to him, and he's supposed to be under the care of his lawyer until the next court date. Well, we can't wait for the next court date to come, and let us just get this over with and done. Well, hey, I don't know how severe it is, like in terms of what can happen after. We don't know. We don't know what the plans are. But I was very nervous actually after I saw where there was sticking to this section of the law that uh, but it was again that if he obtains anyone who obtains such material publishes for monetary gain is liable. That part really had me really buzzedy because when Mr. Buzzedy, Zach, you may not understand if you're still here. I know it's late at night or early morning by now. What time is it? You're like 8 hours ahead of me or something of the sort. So when Mr. Bazadi, you guys at the Caribbean or Caribbean descent would know what I mean. It really had me like nervous, frustrated, like saying they're looking for everything to just pin, to hold him, to charge him, to teach him a lesson, to teach him a lesson. Okay, Zach. Yes, so that's early morning. Yeah, to teach him a lesson. So uh Chris doesn't like to be called a YouTuber because of the contents he posts. The interview he did on the TNT television station was, your comment is running from me, was named, was more of an exposure on what they were covering up. I saw a piece also in another newspaper, and it was a lengthy one, which he commented. I think he went to some function that they had there locally, and he commented on. He made a lengthy. There was a lengthy piece, and Chris was just having a healthy conversation, And for someone who is like an overseer, he has a vast knowledge of how things are underground there in Trinidad. To tell you, say the man doing studies. He does his studies and he execute quite nicely. You know, he has Christopher. I mean, I'm saying Christopher. Chris has a vast knowledge because when I was reading that piece, I was like, oh wow, he knows a lot. I mean, okay, everything is there on the internet for your consumption. I understand all of that, but um, he okay. So Gladys K. Hello, hello. I'm seeing a new name. This is the second new person. Actually, third that I'm seeing here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're just here speaking about Christmas list. That he, as I guess you saw the title. Yes, indeed, it was confirmed via Trinidad Express that he's out on bail and is to remain in the care of the lawyer until the next court date. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to read what Awa was saying here. My comments running away from me. Oops. OMG. All right, let me just pin it. I'll read it some later. Okay, came back. It says, or crime done them. Oh gosh. Okay, or crime done. Them fading out crime. Not as bad as it once was. I guess you're saying a lot of jungle justice and contract unaliving. Indeed, 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 indeed. New style, new era, and people doing things differently. That are the truth. That is the absolute truth. Absolute truth. At this point, I can say Chris understands, the implications. I did say so prior. He understands the implications. He's been down the street before. Um, Luckily, he got out this time, I guess, because of the people rallying behind him. And you see, back then, as bad, I mean, getting locked up in Cuba is dangerous. It's dangerous. Like those countries, it's dangerous, you know. But comparing 4 days to 13 days, yeah. Mm-mm. And I don't think Trinidad has nothing over Cuba. Or Cuba, sorry. I don't think Cuba has nothing over Trinidad when it comes to the prison condition. If I'm saying it right. If I'm saying it right. Let me see. Love Always says he does, but he's a white man in a black neighborhood, exposing how the government neglects the people with election. With election around the corner, they don't want no negativity. Boy, as far as me concerned, election or no election, I'll tell you the honest truth. To me, like the way how I see it, they were just ready for him. They were just ready for him because you know how bad this look. Honestly, like love always, you know how bad this look for somebody to come from somewhere, just come directly to your country, hit it straight to the neighborhoods that your police can't go, your security forces, they don't go unless they go guns blazing. Couple P bodies have to be probably someplace flat out before they could pass. They have to probably put the gatekeepers to sleep before they could pass. Eh? You know how bad this will make them look. So I believe they took that to heart and act upon it. I believe that was the main. But any which way, honestly speaking, not being naive, it's not really. It doesn't really look good. It doesn't really look good because it's gonna show them up. It's going to show them up. Um, so Better Belize is saying they're trying to throw everything but the kitchen sink at him. Indeed. 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 Wendell, hello. Wendell, not Wendell. Okay, I know a Wendell, so I beg your pardon for mispronouncing the name. Hi, good day. Any news on Chris? Well, if you notice the title, it says that he's on bail. Yes, he's on bail, confirmed by the Trinidad Express newspaper. 100,000 bail, and he is under the care of his lawyer. So until the next court date, let us hope for the best on this one, you know. So Zach says in Cuba, the Canadian authorities had to give out a Cuban prisoner in exchange for him. Yes, yes, but what I was saying actually was that, it's a vast difference. 13 days to the 4 days, the measly 4 days, and Cuban jails. God knows. Hey, you see those buildings, you see those cars that America left there from those days, and nothing changed. So you must understand the infestation. Oh my God, you must understand what a prison look like and feel like. Mm-mm, my God, yeah, that's what I really was talking about. So Miss Poundcake says, so he's out on bail. Yes, indeed, he is. And but it seems as if he has to go back to court. I used to work in the court system here in the USA for years before I retired. So yes, apparently, so he has to stay under the care. But he has to stay under the care of his lawyer. I was saying earlier that I've never seen that. I've never really was privileged to see that someone was out on bail and had to stay under the care of their lawyer. That one is something new to me. Really, really something new to me. As you live, you learn. Really. Okay. As you live, you learn. Okay, so I'm just trickling down with the comments. Love always says I heard about that. Okay, you're addressing Zach. Thank you, blessings, my friend. Thank you, Wendell. You're welcome. You're welcome, rather. Um, okay. So Joan was just commenting. There was another comment that I missed. Okay, ours says Chris has to be extra vigilant when he leaves. Tell me about it. I was talking about the same thing yesterday because there was a circular going around that he was taken to the hoods by the police to actually identify. And I pray that nothing goes out. But us as humans have a way to believe a lot of things as we hear them. So let's hope that it's not one of the case where they would hear this and not go so, but they still believe it and try to unalive him on his way out, or even while he's in the care of the lawyer. So I hope that the courts take the necessary, or the lawyer, or him, Chris himself, takes the necessary precaution to protect his head back. Those of you who are Jamaican descent understand what I'm saying. To protect himself, he said to protect his head back, to protect himself while he's there. But I don't think that would be by the liar. Just so. I guess this is, as that liar would know that he's Trinidad. He know the whole works and know how it runs. You understand? Exactly. Angela Jones. I'm seeing some new name, guys. Thank you very much for coming over. I really appreciate. Um. Uh. Miss Bone Cake says, my only hope is that they will let him off the island, although he's out on bail. That is where I'm kind of puzzled. I don't really understand how the system works. You know, the fact the magistrate actually demand that his passport be given back to him um, once he gets bail. Once he had bail, the magistrate demanded that the passport be handed back to him, his travel documents be given back. So that is an indicator to me that, you know, they probably intend to just give him the slap, we say a slap on the wrist, which is just 100,000, and say, look, don't come back here, or do not put those video up, or something. Because remember, it's not his first time in Trinidad, so, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Let us just hope for the best, really, though. Angela James said, yes, that's very strange. Even for us living here, cannot recall anyone being released into the care of their lawyer. Don't even know why the lawyer accepted that responsibility. Okay, so you're in Trinidad. Okay, okay. Um, it is weird. In most cases, don't they go into the consulate office, into the consulate building and stay there? Don't they take shelter into the embassy, the consulate, whatever you want to call it in your neck of the woods? And in the first, I was always wondering why did he leave if he felt threatened in the when anyway, no, I shouldn't say that because they told him to go get a flight, but he went home. Oh, you're not. No, it isn't. I'm from here. Okay, okay, you're living here. Okay, okay, okay. Um, Maybe that's how it's done in Trinidad. Okay, so I'm reading through Evan Cummings and Angela James. Okay, so you're responding to that to respond that it's not done here because that's what you said above, but I guess Evan may have missed that. Just think, is saying Trinidad is not a real place. Right now, I don't think the planet is real anymore. I think we in some, I don't know, we in some kind of different space right now. Well, we're still just on the planet itself, but we in a different hemisphere altogether because it's just things not real. Things not real. Not real anymore. But I don't know. I think maybe they feel like it's the best way um, for him to be protected instead of going back to rent a place. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Uh, okay, so Wendell says, I live here in Trinidad. If you are on bail, you can't leave the country. Weird indeed. um, can be on bail and leave. So, uh, okay. Wow. So even whether you're from there or not, you just cannot travel. That's what you're saying. If you came out on bail, because being on bail, I guess it means that you're not. The case is not yet adjourned completely. I don't even know how this system works. I said I'm not really familiar. He has no listed in Trinidad. I guess not. So maybe that's why the lawyer is responsible for him. No listed. I'm trying to understand that one. Okay, so Earth is running red and the upside down. That a true. You hear what Richie Spice say, Earth a run red. You know that song. They wanna see. Don't let me start. Don't let me start. Oh God, JC, Christmas list can go back to Jamaica and do his gangs and criminal videos. Anything goes in Jamaica. Well, JC, I'll tell you the honest truth. And not really, not really. But it's just because they don't feel threatened by what he's doing because they have enough already to deal with. They don't feel threatened by him filming. Well, honestly, what they would have done is just use the information that he put there to do what they're doing because they would know certain areas. You understand? And you're shouting now. Why is the caps? Well done to the Trinidad government for taking action against this. Huh? I I am not really for this. I'm sorry. I'm not for that. Sorry, JC, but time out for you right now. I'm not in the shouting and the. We don't do those kind of things. Baga baga, yes. So, moderators, I just had to remove that because I'm not in for that. I'm not. I don't need that kind of energy around here. So we just on a low mellow vibes. I'm actually laying down watching the sunset through a window. You know why no baga baga. We just reasoning for right now. No baga baga. So JC, when you're ready to cool, when you cool down, you could come back and let we reason one on one. But for right now, nobody cussing here, so nobody classing, nobody. We are just chilling, chill vibes, watching the sunset going down and chatting with each other. So, Love always says when he goes to court, if he's been charged by the judge, the law have to back up those charges. If not, he can sue them. Okay, okay. Thank you for that. Um, so Miss Pound Cake is responding to Wendell. That okay, okay. You're responding to Wendell. Let me leave that. Okay, once is enough. Yes, hour. Thank you. Okay, so he's on a timeout. Um, I might just go back and block completely. If he comes back and the energy still too high, I can't deal with loud energy. I'm telling you, I don't do loud energy. I'm not wasting any time with that. Let me just read some comments, guys. Um, oops. Eh, I'm seeing some different names today. This course, the yardman them use it. Oh boy. Let me see if I can find out. That comment is just sliding away from me. This is the problem I'm having. Okay, whenever you comment comes back. In the meantime, okay, it's back here again. It says the yardman them use it to promote a gentler side of themselves. We know, say hi. I guess okay, so you're a Trinidadian. You're a Trinidadian. All right, all right, all right. I understand. I don't really know, but God knows that Jamaican police and defense force knows that they have a lot more to deal with than these kind of. Don't think that crazy things don't happen there, but I've never really because I've seen where um people came on social media touting guns and so on, and they got hunted down. But they hunt them down because they were threatening the police. They were threatening the security force and so on and so forth. They were making threats and they hunted them down. They found them. How they found them, whatever geotrack or whatever IP, whatever locator on their devices where they were pinging from, they hunt them and they find them and they do what they have to do. That's how I see that would happen because they're making direct threats. But otherwise than that, I don't really see not I've never seen anything of this effect. But it is what each to his own. Everybody govern. We talk about Spanish Town. Spanish Town, me born. Where bad? We just not eager to show it like Trinidad. Okay, okay, okay. All right. That was in March Pen. I used to live in March Pen at one point. All right. At one point I used to live in March Pen. Well, it is what it is, and the verdict is now out. All right, all right, all right. And also, I used to be over Willowdene. It's like we moved and we went to Willowdene. Yeah, just for a brief period, not long, but long enough, long enough. So, Ivan is saying, Love Always is saying goodbye. Thank you very much, darling, for stopping by. I myself is going to turn my attention elsewhere. It was just a short live to update you guys on what's happening. So tonight, our friend and colleague will be able to lay on a soft bed, you know, fan off the mosquito them when they bite him, take a good shower, and oh, it was Ivan who was saying goodbye, not love always. Take a good shower and you know, make himself comfortable. So um the thing about it, like honestly, um discourse. I beg your pardon for mispronounce discourse. The thing about it is that most most times when I don't know, Chris started doing things in real time that I found it very funny. Sorry for the noise that you guys might be hearing. I move a bit closer to the fan. Chris started doing things in real time and lately, and I was always like, I wonder why he's doing this. But you know, each to his own. Everybody have their way how they do their things, and but I questioned it because he knows that taking it to social and saying that you're staying in Trini, I understand that you know you could be doing this because you know that your people them will support you. They will come rally around you. People will you will have fans who want to come and meet you. So they will say, okay, well he's still here. Let us go and look for him. You understand? Or meet with him. Let us network with him. So on and so forth. But uh, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. Kyoto for the one to be. Thank you for coming back. You said it's your. I think you made an error with it. With it. You said your look. Check out the time when you say here. Very interested. It's supposed to be one. First, first time here. Okay, welcome, welcome. So I was saying, right? I was saying that I couldn't understand why was Chris, you know, posting his info in real time, and I know that he normally posts his videos once he leaves or when he moves to another place, not live like posting in real time. So I was really wondering why the new trend, but everybody has a way of there's a method to certain madness sometimes, as old people would say. You understand? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really here to even bad about that right now. Just happy to the fact that he's gonna be able to rest, you know, to be able to rest comfortably. I'm reading something here that says uh okay, Miss Pound Cake says in the USA, when someone is arrested and is out on bail, give me a second, and is out on bail, a hearing has to be set. All right. Okay. That is something I was saying. Yes, the judge actually said that he's supposed to, you know, be under the care of the lawyer until the day of the hearing. So you're saying a hearing has to be set to appear before the judge or magistrate. Okay. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I would have wait till I leave. Yep. I would have wait until I leave and then I do what I have to do. But again, sometimes too, you know, sometimes too we become a little bit overconfident or a little too confident because based on how things, you know, that based on the fact that this hasn't happened yet, that hasn't happened yet. So let me just do what I'm doing until, and whenever it happens, it happens. But in the meantime, let me take a chance and do what I'm doing. I guess maybe that might be one of the reasons why how Chris ended up. Um, okay, you met the second time. Okay, right, right. So I guess maybe that's how Chris ended up doing what he's doing what he did in real time. Huh. Oh boy. So John is saying the Christmas cease and desist. He's on the well. That is your song. I've seen it. The song. Yo, you're making sure your lyrics hit the whole internet. I've seen you all over the place. I've seen you all over the place. Ah, he's on a video admitting everything that the persecute that the persecution is submitting in the evidentiary disclosure. Yeah, this is like from the since he's been released. This course. This is since he's released, or are you talking about prior? Okay, you responded. It was nice being here. Blessings. Thank God, Chris is okay. That's Wendell. Wendell, not Wendell. The comments just jumped a whole line up. So let me see where I was again. Okay, he walked himself into a trap, including that interview with that police, Alexander. Eh, honestly, I didn't see the interview. I didn't see it, but I heard about it, and I still because of because of so much things happening all over, and you guys are probably here because the new additions are probably here because of Chris. But I do other vlogs. I'm not vlogs. I do other podcasts. I actually do a podcast. My podcast actually surrounds the African diaspora, Kenyan diaspora actually. Um, I mostly do vlogs about I am Marwa, the travel commando, and the mwango, so on and so forth. So for those of you who are here just because of Chris, uh, yeah, I understand all the tingle. So there were so many. I'm saying all of that to say there were so many things happening all around with the other contents that I normally create. So I missed the interview with the policeman Alexander. So I'm reading Love Always. They don't mention how he got into the less fortunate community and bring food for those people and money to help them become sorry, and help them. Um, became they're in need financially. I think because they're in need financially, the government is not helping. Okay, correction this because it should be because. All right. Um that this comment here by Love Always, right? I'll tell you the honest truth. This your comment reminded me of when he was in Somaliland and he felt like he was doing a good thing. And that's why when you saw him, if you watch that video response video that he did after he got home and he was addressing the issue of him when they were claiming that he was tossing money into people's faces. That thing sounded so arrogant. He was in a moving tuk-tuk and he was throwing the money out. Him in a strange land thinking that he was doing so good by giving people money. But sometimes, all people have a saying, sometimes it's better you left if the dog hungry, it's best you leave him alone because you feed him, you stretch your hand to feed him, he will turn around and bite you. Jamaica is straight up. Just left the dog. Don't even bother to feed him. That hand that you use to give him the bone, he's gonna bite it right off. So he was there in the community helping the less fortunate. And they're not gonna say that in court. They're not gonna see that in court. Even the piece that they did on him, one of the newspapers did on him, a complete piece when he did the interview at some function that they had, like a walk or something for peace or something of the sort. And they did an entire piece on him. And this man spoke so intelligent. That this man had so many, I like, he had so many good things to say about even the same people them that he went to interview. You know, when they'll it I think I read that before. It's now coming back up. You saying that it was nice being here. Blessings. Thank God Chris is out. Chris wanted the people of this country to know the truth. On point as well. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I mean, as I was saying about Love Always, post, it just brought me right back to when he was in Somaliland and he did what he did and everybody took offense. A lot of people took offense to it. I mean, sometimes it's better you just leave things as they are and don't even think about being kind. I mean, sorry to say it, because it brought him so much problems. It brought him so much problem. They were saying that he should have given the money discreetly because it's against the rules of the Muslim society that you give brandish money to people in public. you know. So not here about the politics and the religion, but I'm just saying that sometimes when you think that you're doing a good thing, it turns out to be nothing but mud splack all in your blinking face. So going into these places, look what he got him. Only to speak the truth, to help. And honestly, guys, if you ever watch some of those interviews with the guys, they don't even know the cause what they're fighting for. Some of them so young and look so innocent, they're unaware, so ignorant to what really they're there fighting for. Causeless. And he himself, at some point, he would tell them that, but it's like, so what really are you guys doing this for? What's the point? Can't you, don't you think there's another way, a better way out to deal with this? And I bet you wouldn't hear this in the courts. I bet you're not gonna hear about this in the courts. So, but we can't tell Chris really stay here and tell Chris how to do his content. I've seen Carly West was asking this course, what you mean admitting we didn't hear hear in any video we listened to? I think I lost. He walked himself into a trap, including that interview with that police, Alexander. Okay, I don't know what Carly was responding to. Um, Guys, I'm telling you, I'm so elated right now. I don't really matter what will come after. I'm just living in this moment because no one knows what the next moment is gonna be like. I'm telling you. So let me just live in this moment, rejoice while we're here, rejoice. And I'm happy that I get the opportunity to be sharing it with you guys. Um, you know, I'm happy that we're here as a little community, just celebrating the fact, I mean, it's not all of us might be on the same page, like the disgruntled JC that came through. I've seen him on other people's pages, so I know that logo that he uses quite evident. I've seen him on other people's pages doing it though, but that's all right. um, Chris does the same. That Love Always was saying Chris does the same in his country. It's just not okay. Uh, let me see. I'm about to wrap up. I wanted to highlight anything else. Okay. Miss Fun. Okay, so Awa was saying the hearing for the court appearance is next. That can be within 3 months. Huh? Really? I wonder. I wonder. And I hope not. I hope not because at this point, even though he has his business and what money cash flow shouldn't be a problem coming to him for his expenditures while there, 3 months. I know I've seen even a case in the Turks and Caicos where people were being locked up, Americans been locked up for months, just simply mistakenly coming in with bullets in their bags. I guess they used their bags, had their stuff inside, and traveled and forget about it inside. This course is saying that if he admits that he's a journalist, then there is a video evidence of him working, and based on the content of his video, a reasonable person would believe that he has information on gang activity. Hey, um, you have a point. You have a point. Carly West was responding to Love Always. There's a lot of people doesn't watch his video. They just watch this one and just talk. Okay, I guess you guys were addressing about but what this course was saying earlier, I heard other people was suggesting that also, that he's saying one thing about being a journalist. They also said that why now he's just saying he's a tourist. It is what it is. Why not? Why not? Why not? Right now I don't even really want to worry about why not. Right now we're just here to celebrate the fact that he's able to take a shower, do the normal things, do things normally, to most extent right now as a normal person should, instead of being locked up, being bitten by mosquitoes, not be able to speak with people, to speak with his family, his beautiful little daughter, and his other kids. I'm seeing it depends on the court loads. The court loads of hearing. I used to try to set hearings for the judge at the earliest date. Sometimes it could be up to 6 or 3 months. Okay, so because you said you used to work in the court system. Well, I'm hoping that the case can be, what you would say, expedited. I'm hoping that they could, because he's a visitor. So even though that still want to give him much privilege when it comes to the law is the law, and whatever they say, and they're but I think they might be able to work up something quick and fast. I think they might be able to work something up quick and fast. So this course is saying that I'm a Christmas list fan, but it is imperative to understand the gravity of the situation in order to respond effectively. Indeed, 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 indeed. And this course earlier, I was saying too. I was also saying, I know you're addressing someone above, but I was also saying earlier that Chris himself knows what he's getting into, because this is not the first, you know. He knows. As you mentioned the word, the gravity of the situation. I understand. He understands to some extent, because he's been down this road before. So our is responding to Carolee. Oh my, that okay. Okay. I guess everybody has different opinions. Let me not address that. Let me not address that. I'm seeing two other new people here. Ryan Chung is saying, according to the TT Express, he goes back to court on Tuesday. Yippee! Okay, so because I'm here with you guys, I didn't get to see that part. Okay, thanks, Ryan, for that update. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is more like an expedited hearing. Thank God for that. He needs it needs to be addressed ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for that, Ryan. And so Donnet Palmer is saying that Chris swept the dirt from under the carpet Thursday. Thursday. Okay, so what? Okay, indeed. Thanks for that update. I missed it because I'm here with you guys, which I don't mind. I'm happy to be able to, you know, liaison with people about this whole thing as a little community. So Donnet is saying that Chris swept the dirt from under the carpet. Well, it is what it is. It's not like they don't know, but he just brought it out in the clearing a little bit more, because this is something that they're dealing with. I'm seeing some new names. Chris Neji. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Or the J is silent. I don't know. Did they give Chris bail? Yes, yet or not? He's on bail. He's out. He's out on bail. He's out on bail. And as Ryan Chung just said, that he is to return to court on Thursday. So I guess in this hearing, he will know his fate finally. So he's out on bail. We're happy for that. Happy that, indeed, that he could go get some good sleep, maybe, I don't know. Um, at least to be able to place a proper call to his family, speak to his kids. Um, so John is saying his best outcome is accept a fine, delete videos. Hey, hey, time served and deported. I honestly, I said the same thing. Like quietly deported quietly. Those gangs are very dangerous. They shoot up Port of Spain. I was reading somewhere that they went to a hospital even, and okay, yes. I'm seeing that the end. I'm now seeing the end of your comment. I read it that they went and shoot up the hospital. I guess like they were saying like four people like got unalive and all kind of thing. That they went for somebody and they went to finish. It happens all over. It happens all over, especially in this Caribbean here. I'm telling you, all over. So indeed, one might just have the wrong idea, have the wrong understanding about all that is happening, and innocently, he might just get caught doing what he loved. It was last night. Hey, 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 and got away. For how long though? For how long? They got away for how long? Hmm. I like the video that Zach played today. Yes, indeed. That guy, I actually shared it so, I do some research and shared it so everybody could get a good understanding on what it is. But I don't intend to play too much of those things on the channel. So Zach is a veterinarian. Zach is a man that been out there on the street, so he could doctor it and do what he wants. But I'm trying to stay clear of any stress. Yeah. So hence I just do commentary. You know, even though he does it in a different way. I'm just trying to kind of cut back on a lot of that. Just addressing Carolee. So she says, I like the video that Zach played today. That tells us we don't have to say a word. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So basically, on what all that can happen and that has happened and maybe can happen. I sound confused, right? As you say, you don't have to say a word. I understand, Carolee. I totally get it. Well, Pamela Mullings, I'm seeing new names today. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot of new names. Um, Let me see if I could get this last comment. Chris is saying, thanks and greetings from Wales. Okay, okay, okay. Greetings, greetings, greetings. And you pronounce my name correct. All right, all right, all right. Thanks for that. And Violet is saying, thanks for the update. Glad he got bail. Indeed. I love your energy. I will hop on your lives. It was a pleasure coming across your live. It's terrible here. Well, I'm just asking you to stay safe, and just continue to be vigilant. Let me just continue to pray that or to be hopeful, you know, that the